Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to show you reducing image resolution again. Now I'm not going to repeat, I don't plan to repeat all the different ways of doing the reduction. I just found something today. It's like, oh man, didn't know that. You know, you guys always get to see what I'm working on today. Whenever I do a video, it's because I learned something today. And today is no exception. I'm either working on, if I don't have something that I want to test or do, I'm usually either resizing my symbols or renaming my symbols. It's always about symbols when I'm just trying to catch up. And I think this particular task is going to be forever and always. But so today, that's what I'm going to do. I was trying to resize things. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you draw your own symbols, I'm going to show you. This is an example of something that I drew a while back. And notice, see, now I've got the size selected, so I can see that it is 2.20 megabytes. And every time I stamp that, it's going to add 2.20 megabytes to my document. Unless I do some steps that I will try to explain. All right, so I just stamped it over there. And now I want to show you something. If one of the things you can do is go to the selection tool and go down to image and click on reduce image resolution. And it says one image was reduced. And because you only have one on the page, you think, okay, it's done. So I do okay. But if I go to here, go to my symbols, and I click on the plus, oh, no, cancel, I've got to select it. Sorry. Go to symbols, and I click on the plus. It only took away it was 2.20, now it's 2.0, so it only took away 0.20 megabytes. And that's like, well, that's not very much. And I would stop there normally. But because I was testing today, I thought I would see what was going on because I felt like it should get smaller than that. So if I just select what is down there, notice that there are 923 items selected. So in other words, when I drew this, I did not group it or save it as an image. It's not an actual image. It's a bunch of line drawing. See, you can see I've got handwriting properties, and I've also got some shapes there that, again, I wasn't sure, well, what's the shape? And shapes do increase the size of an image. I did not realize that, okay? So I went here because I didn't know where is the shape. I'm not sure where is the shape. So I came down to filter, and I chose that the only thing I can select, if I tap off, the only thing I can select now is a shape. So if I drag across the whole thing and select, see, there are my shapes. I had apparently used the bucket tool to fill in the hair so that I wasn't having to draw the hair. So you can see I was trying to draw it, and it's like, heck with this, I'm going to create a shape. And that's something to be aware of. Whenever you use the bucket tool, go to style, see create filled shape. It's not necessarily a good idea unless you need it to fill that shape. Don't use it. Turn that off because shapes increase the size of the image. So when I did it, I did not realize that I had done that. So that was my first mistake. You know, when you create and you're not thinking. So that was my first mistake. That increased it. So now if I just select just this, I'm gonna delete these. Delete those. And I'm going to go back to symbols. And I'm going to select, it's not, oh, it wasn't letting me select it, but that's because I had the filtering turned on. You know. So if I select that, now that's selected, I go back to the, here, just so I can see. I like to go back here and see what the effect is whenever I do the plus. And now see, the new one is 1.92 megabytes. So it went down another 8.08. I don't know what that means in real life, but it went down a little bit, all right? But watch what happens if I select all that. I don't love that because it needs, the hair needs to be filled in, but that's okay. We're gonna, no, we're not. I'm gonna delete that. And I'm gonna go back to the image and I'm gonna stamp the original one. So now we know that that's 2.2 as is. But if I select it and do copy as image, see how there's 923 items selected. That's a boatload of items. And let me just say this while I'm thinking about it. I probably am going to leave that there and just create another one that I will use. Because what if I come back later and decide, well, I could do the same guy, just get rid of the beard, and I've got a whole new man. You know what I mean? So I'm able to reuse. And if I created the shape now, it would be a little harder to do that. So, so I'm going to copy as image and then just paste. It went way over here. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to the symbols and do plus. And see, it went from 2.2 megs to 0.31 megs. See, huge difference. Just going from the line drawing with the hair as shapes, taking it down to a single image. Okay, so now if you look, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different versions of the same image, and two of them or 3 of them are actual images, and the other one is line drawings. And like I said, I will keep the line drawing, but just so I can modify it later. The point of keeping it is so I can modify it later. But if I want to use the 3 of them together, I'm going to use the smallest version of the 3 of them after it's been reduced in size. Okay? So I would use the 0.31 as opposed to any of the others because it's a smaller version and it's plenty, the resolution is plenty good enough. So basically what I'm going to do now is delete the others. I'm going to select the other 2 and keep the top one, and I'm going to trash those so I don't make that mistake, so I don't accidentally choose one of those, because I created this folder just for this demonstration. This picture is actually, you know, inside this folder, which is, there's probably, I don't even know, there's a bunch of, see, there's, and if you've got it sorted by size, you would need to scroll from the bottom in order to see which was the smallest version. Otherwise, if you pick the one at the top, it's going to be the largest version. Okay, so and I'll have to do that. I think what I need to start doing is in some way name it so that I can tell. So now what I probably need to do is name it. I'm gonna I'm just gonna make something up in the meantime, but I'll change it later. And somehow I need to identify it as been done. So maybe I'll go to an emoji and put a heart next to it or something. Or that sun is good. So just include a symbol inside the title so that now I know that's been done. I don't have to do it anymore. And just hit return. Done. Okay. So now I can look and see that sunshine, and I know that's the one to use. All right. Anyway, y'all have a good day here. Bye.